The 100th anniversary of the Rosary Bridge was celebrated in 2024. As we recall, it was built to commemorate the ice bridge that appeared in March 1879.
It allowed laborers to fetch stones from the South Shore, which were used to build the third church. Those stones can be seen today at the small shrine's annex.
It was built by Wilbrod Rousseau, a contractor from Cap de la Madeleine.
But the large rosaries were made by Bernardin Desrobert, a machinist from Trois-Rivières who specialized in ornamental ironworks.
On May 25, 1923, over 3,000 pilgrims were finally able to walk over it on that day alone.
But when it was blessed on August 15th, during the Feast of the Assumption, there were more than 20,000 pilgrims.
And on that date, some old-timers were even present, the venerable workers who carried the stone across the river in 1879.
Here's an interesting anecdote. A replica of that bridge is located at Pointe-du-Lac, obviously in a smaller version, on the grounds of the seigneurial mill.
We're going to cross a bridge to wander along the Way of the Cross. There are still many things to talk about there,
including the fact that it's the third one built on the grounds of the shrine. It was built in 1974 as a gift from the parishioners of Saint-Célestin, the village on the South Shore where we used to buy corn, Grandma.
In 1898, Monseigneur Calix Marquis, who was the parish priest from 1854 to 1877, came back from a long stay in Rome with 6,200 saintly relics in his luggage.
Fingers of the Lord are duty-free.
It seems that over there, they even have a bone from the forearm of Saint Anne, the Mother of Mary.
In short, the different stations along the Way of the Cross came from the Vaucouleurs art workshops in France. All the stations, except the 12th one, were installed at the shrine.
But two ways of the cross precedes it, including the first one that has been designed by good Father Frédéric in the spring of 1896. The second one was built by Father Frédéric Prudhomme.
He'd kept the largest monuments from the first one.
In 1916, a new Calvary was built. It impressed the pilgrims so much that a prayer in front of it potentially served as a way of the cross.
The statues of Mary St. John the Evangelist and Mary Magdalene were placed on that Calvary at the station of the crucifixion of Jesus,
where they remain to this day. A concrete pieta is located inside the Calvary.
Other large monuments are located at the shrine.
Pilates Praetorium, the Antonia Tower,
which was destroyed in 1938, but we can still see it in photos, including on the two that we put in your scrapbook, Grandma.
The House of the Bad Rich Man, the Lord's Tomb, also called the Holy Sepulchre.
The main architect behind all this, the Hand of Glory, was Pierre Baumier, who worked at the shrine.
We also talk about him on the Characters cassette.
He had more than one nickname. Father Pierre, the Queen of the Rosaries Carpenter, Our Lady of the Capes Carpenter.
It's worth noting that the large wooden monuments also disappeared one after the other between 1896 and 1900, and that even the wooden tomb would be replaced by a concrete and stone tomb in 1937.
Finally, with regards to the Way of the Cross, there's a tiny one made of plaster inside the shrine. It dates back to 1927.
I hope that this rekindled memories of all the beautiful features you used to tell us about, Grandma. We'll head back to the reception center in front of the basilica so we can start listening to a new cassette.